Guess what, people? Today's edition of Navigo Business Buzz is at Carolina CrossFit. Welcome, everyone, to this week's edition of Navigo Business Buzz. This is very exciting because we're interviewing one of my mentors, Riley Kilbride, and his wife, Megan. They are the new owners of Carolina CrossFit. I walked into Carolina CrossFit 9 years ago, and Riley got me on it, so I'm very excited.
Yes.
Riley, Megan, you're the new owners. Tell us about the new ownership.
Well, we took over August 1st, and we really just love this place. That's what it comes down to. Megan and I both found this place when we were in college. We actually met here. But our why and drive to make this place great is that it provided so many great experiences for us when we were in a position where we needed that. So we found good mentors, we found good friend groups, and we found just good people to be around. And we just want to instill that further into the business. We want to continue the tradition that they've had and just make this a cool place for people to meet and hang out.
When did you start CrossFit?
I started CrossFit in 2012. I saw the CrossFit Games on ESPN, walked in the Carolina CrossFit, and it's never been the same since.
That's awesome. How about you, Megan? When did you see it?
Same. I was 2012. I had a friend from high school, Jeremy Turbeville. If you're watching, shout out to you. He invited me to this thing called CrossFit, and it was back in Fort Mill, South Carolina. And I started kind of similarly. I drank the Kool-Aid, dove hard, and then I came back to college here for my sophomore year, found Carolina CrossFit, and to be honest, at first, I didn't like it because it wasn't my home gym.
Right.
But then quickly fell in love with it. The community just captivated me, and then it was my home in college. So
that's awesome. Who are the other owners?
Michael DeVita, Stuart Hope, and Shannon Hope. They're our business partners. We've got a wide range of skills and experience that I think makes our team one of the best.
Yeah.
So I know when I walked in, I had trepidation about, is it too hard? Am I going to get hurt? Tell us about that. Why would somebody come to CrossFit?
You want to speak on that?
Oh, yeah. This is my bread and butter. This is one of my favorite questions to answer. CrossFit, it honestly, I think what we do in here enhances life. So we've got you for 1 hour of the day. This is supposed to make the 23 other hours better. You're going to be able to play with your kids. You're going to be able to help your friends move. You're going to be able to do all the things outside of the gym that you've always wanted to. We're gaining fitness. We're gaining longevity in life. So we're going to be able to do what we like to do longer. These movements in here translate to what we do out there. So if you want to be around for your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, this is the perfect workout for you.
I love that because I think the phrase when I joined was functional fitness. So you feel like you're doing things that, you can go carry a bag of cement or whatever, at your house.
But then your friends figure out how fit you are, and everyone asks you to help them move. Yeah. Like they always want you to help them carry their groceries and their couches. You're like, oh, you like to work out? Come help me move. But we pride ourselves on being the best movers.
Well, and just to insert another great thing about Carolina CrossFit is we do a intro class. So if you are brand spanking new to CrossFit, we have a fundamentals class where you learn all the basics of CrossFit. So that way, when you go into your first class, it's not all brand new, intimidating. You've never heard this terminology. You've had coaches pour into you one-on-one before you get into that class setting.
The other caveat to that as well is that all the movements that we do in here are infinitely scalable. So the movements that you come in and see on the board, you may not be there quite yet, but we can always find a variation or a skill level that fits you. We're going to meet you where you are and hopefully build upon that into those tougher skills and those tougher movements.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So do you, as the new owners, have any plans for the gym?
Absolutely. I mean, it was funny building up to the new ownership. We had so many ideas of possibilities of what we wanted to do. And, we have this whole laundry list. Like, we want new equipment in the gym. We wanted just the TLC of like, someone's been in here cleaning. So that was important to us. It was keeping our house clean, getting it clean before we expand on the growth. I know something we're passionate about is being out in the community and serving our community. So down the pipeline, we want to host, lots of community events where we're also giving back, partnering with charities, whether that be in Columbia and the greater area.
I touched on it earlier, but we talked about continuing the tradition. This place has been, it was established in 2007. It was the first CrossFit gym in South Carolina. it's always been a place where people can meet, people can hang out, people can dedicate an hour of fitness to their day. It's just been a place that's given us so much. So we just want to continue the tradition of this place being awesome. That's really the plans.
Do you guys have any kind, how would a beginner get started? Do you have any free classes or anything like that?
So if you're in the Columbia area and you're looking for a gym, we welcome you to come and try a class for free. Check it out. If you're totally new to CrossFit, you'll then begin in our fundamentals class, so our Carolina CrossFit 101, and that's how you get right into classes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so those 5 classes will be based around all the functional movements that we do in the class. So we're giving you all the answers to the tests before you go into the class. So that's learning things like how to back squat, how to front squat, how to deadlift. All of these movements are the bread and butter of what we do. So we make sure that you are functionally literate. We make sure that you can do the movements before you get put into the class.
Before I came to CrossFit, I was doing workouts at home and never thought I would ever want to work out in a group setting. But I can tell you, I'm a 5 a.m.er, so the people at 5 a.m. are now my best friends. So talk to us about how you kind of find a group of people that you enjoy being with.
We were workshopping one day about the history of CCF and the amount of people that have found their best friend, their wife,
The significant other.
their husband. The laundry list it's long.
Yeah.
And so we came up with, we're like, this is where you find your people. Carolina CrossFit is where you find your people. And so whether, again, if that's a best friend, a community group, the 5 a.m. guys are tried and true, and they love each other. They work out hard together, and they're the reason why they get up and show up at the gym. So like, right, my buddies are there.
That's something that Move Fitness can offer you, Planet Fitness can offer you. If you don't start to show up to your class, your people are going to call you and check in on you. So the accountability factor, finding people that are like-minded and they enjoy the same things and can do life with you. Like, we find our people that we're able to experience life with, to be honest.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed meeting Riley and Megan, and I hope you will give Carolina CrossFit a try. Go to www.carolinacrossfit.com and take them up on that free class. I'll see you there.